We are live. Hello there, boys and girls, cats and dogs. We are an inclusive channel around here. This is Your Topic Tuesday, where, as you might well guess, we choose a topic every week. And guess what? It's time for dad jokes again. I hope I made that announcement. I don't remember whether I did, but it's time for dad jokes again. So we're going to have a lot of fun. I will tell dad jokes and you will share dad jokes. Because you know how you can tell whether a joke is a dad joke? It should be apparent. Isn't that funny? I love that one. Hey, Proverbs. Glad to see you. Anyway, dad jokes. Gosh. So anyway, so let's just quick top of the hour housekeeping. Um, on Tuesdays, I do Topic Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, I do Wednesday Free for All at 6 o'clock, immediately following Granny D. On Thursdays, I usually don't post anything. On Fridays, you never know what I'm going to post. More often than not, I don't have anything prepared, so I go live, and that's fun too. We have a good time. But sometimes it'll be like an interview or a tutorial or who knows what else. And I do want to do more tutorials in the coming year. Saturdays, I usually don't post anything. Sundays, I always have my Sunday reading, which is always about poetry. Late, well, this past week I did it live. I think I did it live also the week before that, and it was great fun. I enjoyed it, and people seem to like it when I go live. Mondays, I have my Monday Men, always conversations with men in yarn. I have a great time doing it. They're my favorite things to do on this channel, especially among the recorded videos. And I get good response from people with those as well. And then we're back again at Tuesday. And today is Topic Tuesday. Other announcements. Well, I have a few special things coming up. Next Monday, which is January 17th, would have been Betty White's 100th birthday. And you all know that I am into pet rescue and she was into pet rescue. So I'm going to announce or rather make more formal a project that I've been talking about for a while now. Make a real formal project about it. Hey, I love to crochet. Um, let's see, on February 13th, which is a Sunday, I'm going to do a marathon. Hey, Leanne, on February 13th, I'm going to do a marathon because that will be the 20th anniversary of my bariatric surgery. I will show you pictures, before pictures. My top weight was way up there. Um, it's not that great right now, but it's a lot better than it was. And I don't have any other marathons scheduled right now, but we will figure things out as we go along. Um, and then what else? Oh, most of you will have heard me talk about this. There is somebody on Instagram pretending to be me. He's using photos that he stole from my Instagram. Actually, they're good photos of me, but still, it's not me. And he is trying to scam people out of money. I have two Instagram accounts. One is called Bearded Yarn Dudes. The other one is called Tamino File. Neither Instagram accounts has a name that includes my name in it, and this one has my name plus a number. So if that person reaches out to you, or has reached out to you, and you haven't done it yet, please report that person both for being an imposter and a pick thief. What else? Any other announcements? Actually, I know for a fact at least one other person in our community has been hacked on Instagram. I don't know exactly how she is resolving the matter. Usually, trying to go through Instagram or any of those large um, institutions is useless because they won't do anything. I reported this guy, and they got back to me and they said that they had not seen that account violated community standards in any way. I guess being an imposter and stealing photos is just completely okay with them. Um, what else is going on? Oh, hey, mobs. Um, today's topic is more dad jokes. So I'll repeat the one that I said at the very beginning. How do you know if a joke is a dad joke? It should be apparent to you. I think that's so funny. I haven't talked about works in progress or finished objects because I don't feel like I've accomplished very much lately. But I did. I finished this. Oops. I wanted to make it larger, but I couldn't because there were. This is a hank of yarn, some beautiful hand dyed stuff. Isn't it gorgeous? But there were only like 220 yards in the hank, so I couldn't make it any larger. Where's the label? I was going to tell you where it came from. Here it is. Okay. C. Jane Knit, hand dyed yarns. This is one of the things that I got from the lovely gentleman at the. Oh, hey, crazy poppy lady! Didn't see you come in. Um, um, I got it one of the retreats where somebody was destashing and decluttering, and so I wound up with 5 hanks of hand dyed yarn for $17. You're lucky if you get one for $17 at a local yarn shop, and I got 5, and this was one of them. So this is like 100% merino wool, and just look at those colors. Is that gorgeous? This pattern, this is a Tunisian mesh stitch, which is actually pretty darn easy. Um, if you can do Tunisian simple stitch, you can do the mesh stitch. Um, and it's I will have that pattern up on Ravelry soon. I have another pattern I've been talking for about getting up on Ravelry for about 2 weeks now, and I just haven't done it yet. Excuse me, please. I'll try to do that today. And then I just started this, which is a revised version of my Mosfet Shawl. And this is ice yarn. What do I do with the label? I don't know where the label is. Oh, it's okay. It's nice. It's a very nice ice yarn. I don't even remember when I got it or how. But I've had it for a while, and I started out. I was just going to do another moss stitch shawl, and then I thought, ooh, why don't I do this variation? And so that's what I'm doing. So I will write that up also and get it on Ravelry. Because Daddy needs pattern sales, I'll tell you that. So, how is everybody doing? What's on your hook? What's in your cup? Have you had your midday meal today? I just had some leftover asparagus from last night. I made the most delicious pork roast with asparagus last night. And even though I overcooked the pork roast, it still came out nicely. And I think my sister prefers it overcooked anyway. It was still not dried out. It was not, you know, tough as leather. Um, and the only reason I overcooked it was because I fell asleep right here in this chair. Um, but it turned out well. And a little bit later, I'm going to make a sandwich with some of the leftover slices. So, back to our topic of dad jokes. There was, oops. Oof. Now, where's that book? I have a book of dad jokes that dear Jenny sent to me. They do it. Here it is, I think. Yep, that's it. Nope, that's not it. But I find a lot of dad jokes online, I find. That was slightly a little bit redundant. Anyway. So I'm going to play this video for you, and I don't know whether you're going to be able to hear it. Anyway, here we go. That's not going to work. Never mind. But the joke is that the guy he sells pies out of his car. Pecan pie for $10 and key lime pie for $8. Those are the pie rates of the car I be in. I didn't say they'd be good. They're dad jokes. They're not supposed to be. Okay. Now. Okay, now let's see. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Delphine. Chicken chips and salad. Row 50 something of a C to C pattern. What's it going to be? Oh, that sounds like fun. Anyway, what do you get if you put a duck in a cement mixer? You get quacks in the pavement. Ah! For the 10th year in a row, my coworkers voted me the most secretive guy in the office. I can't tell you how much this award means to me. Okay, as soon as I started telling jokes, I lost people in the room. Ha ha, that's funny. Uh, so, if you guys have dad jokes, share them. Crazy Poppy Lady, I want to see pictures when you're done. Oh, dear me. What happens when you eat aluminum foil? You sheet metal. I didn't say they'd be great jokes. They're dad jokes. Jackie, whose channel is Blog de Crochet? Is that someone I should check out for one of my Monday Men conversations? In the past, the poor had horses and the rich had cars. Now the poor have cars and the rich have horses. How the stables have turned. Meh. Okay, not gonna do that one. That was naughty. Scrolling through, there's an Instagram channel called Dad Jokes or Dad Says Jokes. And some of them are a little too naughty for me to use here. I had a Hawaiian pizza in the oven and I burnt it. I should have used aloha temperature. Ah, can't believe I was arrested for impersonating a politician. I was just sitting there doing nothing. There's wisdom in that one. Okay, some of these I can't use. I was in a taxi today and the driver said, I love my job. I'm my own boss. Nobody tells me what to do. Then I said, turn left here. Yeah, well. Someone asked me to name two structures that hold water. I said, whale dam. Hmm. Oh, I like that, Poppy Lady. Did you hear about the cartoonist found dead at his home? Details are sketchy. Well, one of my old favorites. Did you hear, did you hear the story about, oh no, here it goes. Did you hear about the corduroy pillowcase? It's making headlines. What's ET short for? Because he's only got little legs. Jackie, the fellow you mentioned is in Portugal. Poppy Lady says, a sandwich walks into a bar. The barman says, sorry, we don't serve food here. Did you hear about the hungry clock? It went back 4 seconds. Did you hear? A horse walks into the bar. The bartender says, why the long face? I guess I had to be there. I guess so. I don't know. Oh, by the way, Nightbot just showed you my affiliate link at Premier Yarns. If you're in the habit of buying yarn through the Premier website, then it would be lovely if you would use my affiliate link because it doesn't affect your purchase price, but it helps me out a little bit. Anyway, oof. Mm, good stuff. I only drink good stuff. Oh, you have good ones, crazy poppy lady. What is the opposite of a croissant? A happy uncle. Which goes along with Poppy Lady's joke. Have you heard the joke about the butter? Better not tell you, it might spread. Mm. God, I love a nice fresh croissant with butter. Ooh. You know, when they steam the croissant instead of toasting it, just to make it warm and melt. Oh gosh, my mouth is starting to water. Ah, dear optimist, pessimist, and realist, while you're arguing about the glass of water, I drank it. Signed, the opportunist. uh, hmm. Oh, Poppy Lady, where are you? A lot of them do have really high shipping. I know the premiere is in North Carolina, um, and I don't remember where you are. My wife thinks I don't give her enough privacy. At least that's what she said in her diary. Ha! My wife is threatening to kick me out of the house because of my obsession with acting like a news anchor. More on this after the break. Oh, you're in the UK. Yes. Shipping to and from, well, anytime across the pond, it's going to be high. Yeah. The other day I bought a thesaurus, but when I got home and opened it, all the pages were blank. I have no words to describe how angry I was. Oh, yeah, the scarecrow one. Oops, where'd it go? My biggest talent is always being able to tell what's in a wrapped present. It's a gift. Instead of water, I put Red Bull in the back of my coffee maker this morning. I was halfway to work before I realized I had forgotten the car. Poop jokes are not my favorite, but they're a solid number two. That's a good one, Poppy Lady. I should know your first name. I'm really bad with names, and I'm sorry about that. My boss asked me why I only get sick on work days. I said it must be my weakened immune system. I like that about the steak pun. My wife left a note on the fridge saying, "This isn't working. I'm leaving." What a lie! I opened the fridge door and it's working fine. I went to a psychic. I knocked on her front door. She yelled, "Who is it?" So I left. Tequila may not fix your life, but it's worth a shot. I'll drink to that. And one for Mahler. Yeah, my daughter asked me if I had seen the dog bowl. I said no, I didn't even know he could. I like that, Poppy. Milk is the fastest liquid on earth. It's pasteurized before you even see it. I told my daughter that I saw a deer on the way to work this morning. She asked me, "How did you know it was on its way to work?" I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. So she gave me a hug. I like that. Struggling to think of what to buy someone for Christmas? Get them a fridge and watch their face light up when they open it. I accidentally swallowed a bunch of Scrabble tiles. My next trip to the bathroom could spell disaster. I'm giving up drinking for a month. Sorry, that came out wrong. I'm giving up drinking for a month. And one for Mahler. Some of these aren't that good. And for me to say a dad joke is not that good. Yeah, well. A man goes to a funeral and asks the widow, "Mind if I say a word?" She says, "Please do." The man clears his throat and says, "Bargain." The widow replies, "Thanks. That means a great deal." Uh, my 4-year-old son has been learning Spanish all year and he still can't say the word please, which I think is poor for 4. It sounded better before I actually said it. Yeah. My friend Joe recently went on the Dolly Parton diet. It made Joe lean. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. I'm losing people in the room as I keep telling these jokes. So anybody, we're here to talk about everything. Jackie, let me write that down. Tell me again his name. Oh, God. Exactly, Poppy. The best ones are too bad. Oh my God. Poppy, you're doing 100 rows every night, and when you're doing C to C, the rows keep growing and growing and growing. Why? So I was just about to put up the link, even though we don't have very many people here. If anybody wants to come up, but usually on Tuesdays we don't have a lot of people because it's mid-afternoon, and some people are at work, and some people are just out living their lives. Oh, I see. It's 168 rows in total. So after what I would you say row 70? I would think after row 84 is when you start reducing again to make it square. Oh, hey, Leanne.
Oh, hi.
Do you have bad jokes for us?
No.
I think I've probably I've
I,
probably told enough of them, haven't I?
no, I've been laughing at him at the. Oh my god, I'm laughing. I didn't know how to do it. I like to cheat the sheets. Oh my god, I was going. Oh my word! I just been laughing. But he must be not told story. What you do? What you laughing at? I can't tell you.
Well, actually, if you're on Instagram, it's a channel on Instagram called Dad Says Jokes.
Oh, okay, that's
And so that's what I've been doing. I've every time I do this, and I love to do these dad jokes, and I think people like them too, or not. If they don't, they pretend to. Thinking of having my ashes stored in a glass urn
huh?
remains to be seen.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Oh, Poppy likes your hair, and I was going to say that too. It looks very nice.
Yeah, I had to get it redone.
Oh, did you?
Mhm.
Oh.
It's a, remains to be seen. Oh my word. Oh man.
Delphine says she laughs the most whenever I said they weren't funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know I do have, sometimes I have a style of delivery that can amuse people.
Hmm.
I don't know what that's about.
I don't know.
I try to make the most of it, so it's
Yeah.
it's lots of fun. Oh, Leanne, were you here at the beginning when I showed
Yes.
this?
Yes, I love it.
Isn't that gorgeous
That is great.
yarn? Oh my, I just hate that there was only 220 yards in the hank, and I only had the one hank. So, but it'll make a shawl for a small person.
Mm-hmm.
Or I might just frog the whole thing and do something else with it, but I don't know what. Um,
What?
but this pat, Leanne, do you do Tunisian? Have we
Yeah.
talked about that before?
I don't know. Have we? I don't know.
I don't know. Do you want to take a look at this pattern?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Sure. Well, I got to. I do. I love Tunisian now.
I used to hate it because I could never really do it right, but I think I've figured I don't know what it is. It's just practice, really,
Yeah.
because it's more difficult than traditional crochet. It's like an advanced skill, so it took a while to um, feel confident in my level of proficiency.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. Um, I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, good, good, yeah. So I have another one. I started doing the same thing using a fingering weight yarn and a 4 millimeter Tunisian hook,
Yeah.
and it was taking forever.
Oh, okay.
And it was really frustrating, and I kept making mistakes. So I just put that aside. I will pick it up again and finish it later, and it will be a much larger shawl.
Mm-hmm.
But I have this one, and I have a white sparkly one that were done with more standard weight yarns that were a lot easier to put together. Um, Also, I was working on um, what I envisioned as a tile poncho. Um, and it probably still will be using because I have a bunch of hey Susan K. Hey Maribel.
Well, it's Susan.
Um, so I have a bunch of Liambra mandala, and you know I love those. I was gifted with like a bag full of it, but it was
Mm-hmm.
like 20 something different cakes and 20 something different colorways. No two
Oh
were
no.
the same. So I'm trying to create something that looks random, but random in a beautiful way instead of random in a awkward way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to do random in a beautiful way because then it's not really random.
Uh, yeah. Oh man.
uh,
Wow.
I think I've done all the tiles for that. I just need to piece it together, which we all know is my favorite part of crochet. Um, yeah. Um, and then just this morning, I started this variation on my Mosfet Shawl.
Huh?
So it's going to be a little more lacy, and this is some ice yarn that I had in my stash.
I like that color.
It's very nice.
Mhm.
I was looking for the label, and I don't know what I did with it. It's somewhere. You know, everything in this room is on the floor somewhere. Um,
You don't see mine. Mine's somewhere.
there's a reason you can only see this little corner,
Yeah.
and usually you can only see my face.
This weekend I cleaned off my desk and now I sit in a chair and
Mm,
my computer's here. I'm not
yeah,
sitting on the bed back there. So I'm sitting right here now.
yeah.
So I'm so excited.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I could. I'm using my computer for this, and I
Yeah.
don't have an external camera. I could like turn it around and show you like my mannequin, which has nothing on it right now, or I have some people have like a whip mountain. I have an FO mountain. Um,
I don't have no mountain. What's a mountain?
oh,
Oh, I know a mountain. I got a mountain now. I don't know what kind of mountain it is, but I have one. How come the mountain it keeps
gonna
growing?
build a mountain,
Yeah.
gonna build it high.
It's oh my goodness, it's something over there.
Ah, there you go. Oh, Maribel, I like that phrase, random but cohesive. There you go.
Um,
Mm.
something I was gonna say, and I forgot what it was. Take that off.
What do you have on the back of the chair behind you?
Oh, this is a shawl. The
Was that made with the mandala? Because
yeah,
I
this
think
is
I
the
recognize.
unicorn.
I knew it was a colorway I had used
Mhm.
before. Hey,
I love it.
Decampbell.
Hello, Dick. Is it D Campbell?
I can never remember people's names. So just a few people. So I hope that when I don't remember someone's name, they're not hurt about it. But there are a few whose names I do
I
remember.
don't. Yeah, I'm not. I don't have a good memory.
I can hardly remember my own.
Can't tell you. I forget names.
So how is it? I haven't been outside today yet. How is it in your part of the
Oh,
state?
it's I don't know, kind of cool, maybe not cold, but it's not hot. I think the high is probably going to be in the 50s. Maybe.
Let me just take a quick look on my phone and
Yeah,
see
I
what
have no
it's
idea because I don't
supposed.
go out.
So, oh, it's 45 today.
Oh well, I can't even find my weather thing.
Oh,
What
it's
happened to it? There it is. No, it ain't.
and that's pretty much where the high is expected to be today. Um, yeah, it's gotten chilly again. Although, yeah, it's gotten chilly again. It was on sea. Oh dear Lord.
It's 46.
I'm sorry.
It's
46.
46. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's funny, when you at least on my iPhone, when you get your main screen with all the apps up and you swipe right, you get like these recommended apps.
Mm-hmm.
So I always get calendar and weather and I think it's a map and other things and a picture that it just randomly draws. And so I got this picture, which I don't know if you can see it. It's oops, my ex's
Oh,
sister dressed as a fairy at a wedding.
oh.
That's wild.
Mm.
Um, I mean, oh gosh, it just pulls up the oh,
But they said my husband said on Sunday we may be getting some freezing rain or sleet on Sunday.
oh really? I haven't heard that around here yet.
So
But
far, I mean, so
but you're
far,
farther inland than I am, so it's gonna be
hopefully we won't because we don't want that.
oh god, no.
No.
Maribel says Connecticut 15 degrees but feels like one.
Oh.
I used to live there. I
Oh.
I I did I lived in Stamford for a year and there's this corner of Westchester County, New York
Mhm.
that is like between Ridgefield and New Canaan, Connecticut. So it's closer to those towns than anything in New York, and I lived there for a while too.
Hey,
But
Denise. Yeah.
hi there. So and I spent 27 years in that part of the country. So and a good part of my childhood also in Minnesota. And so it's funny. I tell people that I miss wearing scarves and winter clothes, and they think I'm gloating. And maybe I am, because maybe
Mhm.
one day I would wear a scarf, and then I'm going, "Brr, take me back."
You don't miss the snow, do you? I mean, does it? I don't know.
Snow is nice if you're inside,
No.
not driving in it.
Oh wow. No, no, no. I don't drive in it because I don't because I get too nervous.
Well, I had to at times,
Yeah.
but it's another skill that you just pick up.
I get nervous driving in the rain. You ask my son because he took over.
Honestly, I get nervous driving in the dark,
Oh, I do. I can't hardly see though. But that's because I can't see. People blind you with those glaring lights. And
and
then, yeah,
even in broad daylight, I have a hard time judging distance. It's like, is it safe to pull out now? I mean, can I pull out, or is it safe to make this turn?
well, yeah, I did go get my eyes dilated yesterday. I had to go get my eyes checked, and that my eyes has changed. So maybe.
I was counting my lucky stars at some point last spring, I guess it was. I got my eyes checked because I thought that I needed a new prescription, but the doctor found that my prescription had not changed enough to really justify the expense. But they did sort of adjust the glasses themselves. Uh, the opticians did, and actually it made a difference. Getting the right angle and everything, it does make a big difference.
Yeah.
And that was where I met Granny Square because she was working in the optometrist's office.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Exactly, and so now she's my best local yarn buddy, my only local yarn buddy, but still, she's wonderful. I just got a message from her, by the way, but I think her work life is getting a little bit less predictable.
Mm.
So if we want to hook up for lunch or anything, we'll have to
Oh,
do a little
okay.
bit more planning. But um, but anyway, yeah, I mean she's really wonderful. I was let's see, yeah, um, so there's I'm in what could be a bedroom, but it was actually when this townhouse was built, they made it into an office, so there are like these French doors.
Mhm.
I just glanced outside, and in the hallway, there's a kitten playing predator, like
Uh-oh.
being very much like a sleuth,
Uh-oh.
that kind of. And I can't show you because I can't turn the camera around and show you everything else you would see. But um, it was funny when I went away for a weekend. I came back and my sister had adopted this kitten, and
Oh.
the first time I met the kitten, she put the kitten in my arms, and the dog did something or said something, and the kitten was all over the place, and suddenly I was bleeding from my face.
She just went,
Hey, Manfas makes.
"Hi."
Oh, I'm glad you came in, Manfa. Newbies are always welcome. We talk about, well, God knows what all we talk about. I mean, we go wherever the spirit leads us, really. Did you tell me what pattern that was that you were doing? The shawl behind you.
Oh, it was the butterfly. It's called the Butterfly Shawl. It's from, hang on, what was her name? Foxy Creations?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see,
Yeah.
I think that's who it was. I know it's her. I think it's her name, Foxy Creations.
Okay.
She has all kinds of real pretty shawls, and she uses mandala cakes.
Oh, we love Mandela. Yeah.
I tell you.
And by the by, people, I have a lot of shawl patterns on Ravelry too. I just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah, I got a few. I gotta come up with some though.
Yeah.
I gotta sit down long enough to do it, so that's the thing. I don't sit down long enough.
I have one that just needs a little bit of final editing and polishing before I actually upload the pattern to
Mhm.
Ravelry. And I've been talking about finishing it for 2 weeks now, and I just haven't done it. I've also got packages I need to send out. Ugh, I just can't get my butt out of this chair. And if I'm not in this chair, I'm usually horizontal and trying to sleep.
Well, I mean it's hard to. I don't know. I just hadn't been doing been doing a lot of other things.
Hmm.
Yeah, I started. Oh, I started my temperature blanket. Did I show you?
I don't think I've seen it.
This is the first week of January. Yay!
Are you doing a round for every day?
Yeah, this is yeah, the first, second, third, all the way to the eighth. This is the first week, and then I'll be working. This is going to be the second week. I started.
Oh, every week is a square. Is
Yeah.
that how it works?
Right. So, yep. So I have 4 weeks in a month. All right.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that going to be awesome? It's going to be awesome. Blossom.
I don't have the discipline to do that. I might be able to
I
do
did
it after the fact if I had access to, like, records, but to do it on a daily basis or even weekly, I would
I
just
just
put it aside and never pick it up again.
that's what happened to my other one that I didn't do last year because it got so big. But this one's not gonna get that big, and it's better to do it granny square, you know.
Was it you or somebody else who was talking who was showing me a blanket that just got too long because she started it out, um
No,
I
it was
think she started it out as a twin size blanket,
mm.
and then it just got too long.
I can understand that because my other one got so big, and all it was is crocheting all the way down. Well, this is a little bit more fun,
Mhm.
you know. So, and the colors I'm using is Red Heart brand. So, and my husband comes up with the colors. So,
Mm,
it's awesome.
that's cool.
Yep. Before you know it, there gonna be some red in there. Some old
Hey,
nice.
Lorna.
Hello, Lorna.
So, yeah, I've never done anything like that. Um I have had projects that took a lot longer that I wanted. I mean,
Mhm.
I had what I used to call the sweater that would not die.
Mhm.
Um, but I finally finished it and um, wrote up the pattern
Mhm.
and published it.
Awesome.
And I get a lot of compliments on it too. It's the one that I have with the cables.
Yeah, I
Um,
seen that one. I like that one too. I'm just
and
nervous about cables. I ain't never. I can't. I don't. I've never done one with cables. Never. You know.
I would suggest if you want to learn cables, do a practice swatch.
Mhm.
Cables are not as hard as they look. They're really not.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll ooh, you've given me an idea. A potential tutorial, um, or
Okay.
potential I could make a blog post and tutorial out of that.
Mhm.
Ooh, yeah. Because there I don't know knitting, but I think that cables are a lot easier in crochet than they are in knitting.
Yeah, I don't know knitting. So.
No, it's a mystery to me, and I'm okay
Mhm.
with that.
Mhm.
There's still a lot to learn with crochet.
Yeah,
I I see some of the things that people do, and I think I'm just a beginner.
I know. I can't do half the things other people can do,
Mm.
but
And some of the patterns people create, and I think, "Ugh, look at me with my diagonal shawls thinking I'm all sophisticated or something."
oh, I like your shawls.
Oh,
You just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about nobody else.
I like my shawls too.
So,
So
you
there
know,
you
yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't worry about anybody else but yourself, cause I don't. I worry about
uh, that's an easy pattern for me to fall into,
there you
though,
go.
just to
Mhm.
look for a reason to beat myself up.
And, yeah, you are. I mean, I don't do that. Don't do that because that's, that's not the way you should do it.
Well, I'm older than you are, and I've done it all my
I
life.
don't care if you're older than me. You ain't that.
I've done it all my life, and it's a hard
I
habit to
yeah,
kick.
yeah, I know. I've done it too, and I do it all the time too. Because I'm thinking, well, nobody wants to buy this. Nobody's bought any of my patterns since I don't know the last summer. I think somebody bought something maybe, and I don't care. They're still on sale for 250. Anybody wants to go over there. But the thing is, I don't care. I haven't made no new ones yet because I hadn't sat down long enough to think of a new one.
I I I enjoy the writing part. I used to be a business writer, and I take probably too much pride in trying to be extremely clear. But sometimes when I do that and try to be really clear, I make things
Mhm.
more muddy. I know we all know people who do that. Um, but yeah, I used to be the guy who would write documents that were understandable by the business side and the technology side.
Mhm.
Um, and that is a challenge. So I appreciate my testers because they tell me when I mess up.
Mhm. And that's good.
It's it stings in the moment, but in the end, it's better.
And is it Manfa? At least you can write patterns. I'm too scared to even attempt it. I rely on others for patterns. So, but you can. You all you got to do is just think of a pattern and write that one little word, and you can write that pattern out. I did, and if I can do it, I know you can do it. And
That's
those,
another idea that I thought of where I might develop a pattern writing workshop of
hmm
some sort. Um, so
normally,
I don't know. Who knows? It might be fun because it's I pretty much use a template. I mean, there might be an introductory paragraph,
uh-huh,
especially if I have like some sort of a
yeah,
fun name for the pattern, explaining the name. Um, and then it's like, this is the yarn, this is the hook, you know, if it needs a gauge, this is what you should be doing. Or, if it takes sizing, use this as a rough guideline. But
hmm
most of the time, if it needs sizing, I say measure the person that
hmm
you're preparing it for. Um, and then I just start at the beginning. A very good place to start.
yep, from the beginning.
When you write, you begin with ABC.
hmm
When you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi. Anyway, all of life is a song cue to me. So,
But yeah, I just
uh,
I got to the point because I thought, I have to. I just thought I try not to care what other people think of me, so I don't no more. I really don't. I have to put that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. So whatever your opinion is about me, I don't care. Hold it to yourself. You can tell the whole world. I don't care.
you know what? It's true, and I've heard this slogan before. What other people think of me is none of my business.
hmm
Um,
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm
it's
trying to say.
it's not always easy to keep that in mind,
hmm
but it's a good thing to try to keep in mind. I mean, just like anything, you have varying levels of success
hmm
in keeping a good mindset in like
hmm
anything that you want to achieve.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, like that. I'm trying to achieve something. I don't know what.
No, I mean, I think you do good work. I haven't seen your patterns, but I'm sure they're, pretty darn good.
Well, they're all rivalry.
Uh,
But the thing, I'm not. I mean, I don't really. I don't. I guess I don't sell myself. I guess that much because I think they're not that good. But
I have two people in the room who are saying that the pattern writing workshop sounds
it's
like
a
a
good
good
idea.
idea. Yeah, let me
Put
make a
that
note of
together.
that.
You should put that together, David.
Oh, by the way, I hope that people have looked at the video that I posted yesterday. It was a conversation with a really, really nice young. Oh my God, he's under 30. Yarn dyer, um, who does some of the most beautiful work. So I hope you will look at yesterday's Monday Man, uh,
Mm.
if you haven't already. And if you have, hey Nisi. And if you have, then look at it again.
Mhm.
But yeah, people tease me about getting really good-looking men and flirting with them, and I'm going, yeah, and what's your point?
And you're only human, right?
Oh,
We can do it. We would, we would too.
mm.
That's okay.
So yeah,
You can.
uh,
We will.
I'm. Oh, I should set myself a specific timeline for developing this pattern writing workshop, or else I will just let it go.
Yeah.
Let me think about that. I think that's a good idea. That just occurred to me. When was it? It might have been on one of Ginger or Kim's lives for Affordably Geeky.
Hmm.
Um, because Ginger was saying that she should be writing patterns, but doesn't, and then she finally decided that it's not her long suit, so she's gonna do tutorials instead. And I was telling her that I would help her write patterns, and I've said it before to her, but she hasn't taken me up on it. Um, so I think that's when the idea came to me, and
Yeah. Well, let me know what you decide so I can take it.
well, I'll have to. Oh, I also need to make a note of this. The cable
Hmm.
tutorial we were talking about. Um, I'm always making notes and lists and then losing them.
Do the same thing. Oops.
Somewhere I have a list of packages I need to send out to people.
Uh-oh.
I don't know
Uh-oh.
where that list is. Oh my god.
You can't lose that.
Oh gosh. I mean, I do have some more recent ones that I can remember that I need to send out, but I'm I'm not going to do any more giveaways until I get all of these sent out because some of them I'm ashamed to tell you how overdue they are. So
Oh wow. Oh.
I'm bad at that. So I'm not doing any more giveaways for a while. Lorna says a lot of people don't know how to write
Hmm.
patterns, so it would be helpful. And honestly, I and I don't even think I got this template from anywhere. It's just all of the ingredients that I put into it, that I was talking about a minute ago.
Hmm.
Nisi says that's why she doesn't make lists. Yeah.
I've been using my phone. Oh, what's that?
Nothing. Never mind. Oh, what? What?
Can you talk?
Yeah,
Hello?
I can talk. I'm fine now. It was just a second.
No, can you hear me though? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought I had a what do you call that? Echo. No,
Oh,
I
did you? Oh no, I took the earbud out because
oh,
honestly, these are the ones that I got a couple of weeks ago at
okay.
Burlington.
Uh-huh.
For and I found the box. They were $3.99. They're the best earbuds I've ever had.
Okay, they were
And people tell me that the microphone works great.
good.
For noise canceling, they're great because honestly, I hate my sister's taste in television. And, the living room is just out there. Um, so it's, I have to get some more. Um, I might, well, I'll go back to Burlington and see if they have any more. And if they don't, I'll order them. But yeah, and
Oh,
they're pink. Aren't they cute?
yeah, they're gorgeous. Oh, I'll have to get me some.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. And once again,
You lost it.
it's surely it's on the floor somewhere.
You need to put your list on your phone. Then you won't
Then
lose.
I never look at it if I do that.
Oh
Yeah.
well, try to help you.
I have done that. I've got like
Yeah.
shopping lists and things on my phone
Uh,
that are like 2 years old. So
well,
okay, and I do keep a calendar, a Google calendar that's hooked up both to the laptop and the phone
yeah,
with the same Google ID. That does help.
yeah.
Um, Lorna says she can still lose a list on a phone. Yeah, yeah. Um, it just happens that way. It's
Yeah.
it does. What can you do?
There's not much you can do.
Especially at our age, well, my age anyway, because it's not going to
Um,
get any better.
no, but every time this weekend I picked up that phone to do something, forgot what I picked it up for.
I mean, that was, I don't remember if it was one of the dad jokes or something else, but there was some reference to like, remembering the top 10 from when you were like 12 years old, but can't remember what you went into the kitchen for.
Uh huh. Done that too. Don't know why I went in there for it. I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like a
I
bug.
remember the lyrics of everything I sang on my senior recital in 1984, but
I don't remember nothing. I don't remember nothing.
I
Oh,
can't remember how I got here today, and my bedroom is right next door.
no, you're not. That's funny. I'll tell you.
Mm.
Yep. Oh man.
Oh
Oh,
golly
that's so funny.
gosh. Now I'm going to be racking my brain trying to remember who it was who was making that temperature blanket that was going to be too long. And I think she had gone halfway through it because she was working with records from the year, rather than doing it, every
Was
day
it
or every
was it
week.
Ursula? It wasn't Ursula, was it? I don't think it was Ursula.
No, no.
Okay, was it?
It might have been Sandy Hook,
Oh,
but I don't remember exactly. But my suggestion to her was instead of making it one long one,
mm-hmm,
stop halfway and then start a second one that
mm-hmm.
was the same length and then sew them together, and it would be
Yeah,
that would be sort of like a king size blanket.
yeah. I think I'm gonna have. I'll have a pretty nice little throwaway. It's not gonna be very big.
Mantha
Yeah.
has to run. I'm glad you were here. Please come back. Lorna does that all the time, goes in the kitchen and forgets why. I go into the bathroom and forget why.
That I don't.
Well, I'm usually reminded pretty soon.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Because usually I'm running to the bathroom.
that happens too.
So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. There
yeah.
sometimes there's just it's. Do you dream about yarn?
I dream about yarn and what to do with it.
It's funny. Most of the time, the only dreams you remember are the ones that you wake up in the middle of.
Uh-huh.
I
And then
dream, or the ones I remember are either about yarn or going to the bathroom. So if I wake up and I'm dreaming about going to the bathroom, I know there's a reason I woke up.
mm-hmm. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Yeah.
I, you know, I'm almost 60 years old. These things happen.
Well, it's happened for me too.
Mm,
I guess. Oh well, I'm just gonna. just accept it and move on, I guess.
Well, yeah,
You can do.
I'm old. There's no getting around it, and that's okay. I
Yeah.
used to say that I was born middle-aged and my body had finally caught up with me. Well, actually, now it's overtaken me, but that's okay too. But, yeah, it's okay.
I
Um,
I think are we what is considered senior citizens? What age? 50?
I don't know, it depends. I mean, if you ask the Social Security Administration, it's a moving target. Because it used to be 65, and now I think it's 67, and they might move it up again, I think. I mean, there's no such thing as taking an early distribution from Social Security at 57 anymore, or believe you me, I'd be doing it.
55. Oh, Niecy says 55.
Yeah,
I guess to get. Well, I'm just saying, just senior citizen. Don't worry about Social Security.
Lorna says 67 there in the UK. Yeah. I mean, ah, yeah.
Well, I'm just wondering because I guess I'm halfway there.
Do you know the first time I never asked for a senior discount, although I'm probably qualified in for it in some places. The first time someone gave me a senior discount was it was the day my dad died,
Mm.
and I went to pick up dinner for the family to just bring back home,
Mm.
and uh, I think the girl behind the counter must have been 12.
Wow.
She certainly looked at 12, I don't know. But I got this spontaneous senior discount, and then another time I was just getting, like, some iced coffee or something at Dunkin' Donuts, and the guy gave me a senior discount, and what I wanted to do I wish I'd had the nerve to do this. I should have said, "You know what happens to guys who give me senior discounts without my asking?" And I know he would have looked terrified, and I would say, "I flirt with them," because he was a cutie.
Somebody,
Very, very young, but,
yeah, somebody did give me a discount. It was when I was waiting on the baby to be born. I just looked at him. And I just walked out. I just, it's too hot. It was too hot.
Nancy's
It
in
was
the room, "Hey."
55 for discounts. Hey, Nancy.
I think it varies because 'cause I've asked for it at the place where I get my hair cut, and they say you have to, be 65 for that.
Oh,
Um
I'm gonna have to. Well, when I turn 55, boy, I'm gonna get some discounts.
Mm, I should ask for it more often because
Yeah.
I just turned 59. I was thinking about this. Sorry?
And you hadn't been asking for discounts, and you're at age you can.
I
See?
I should ask for them more
Now
often,
you should.
but,
Now you're in college.
I this just occurred to me not long ago. The
Mhm.
whole year that I was 29, I was
Yeah.
going, "I'm almost 30," and then when I hit my 30th birthday, it was like, "Meh."
Yeah.
And then, when I did the same thing with 39 and 40,
Mhm.
and actually that was a bad year for me. And
Mhm.
then when I turned 50, I felt such a sense of entitlement. I was like, "I don't have to do that, I'm 50 years old."
Mhm.
And not only that, I had a really good corporate job, and I bought myself a new car as a birthday present. I was very impressed with my own generosity. Um And then that was a joke, you can laugh. And, so now I'm almost 59, but you know what? It's fun. Or rather, I'm almost 60. It's fun to say that because most people I'm not fishing for this, but most people are surprised. Fewer and fewer, but most people are
I didn't know
surprised.
you. No, I didn't know. I thought you was about 55. I didn't know you were 60. Because I thought she was like 5 years older or up there like that.
Yeah, well,
I
something
thought
like
she was the
at,
same
at, at this
age.
point, 5 or 10 years, it's the same thing.
I really did. No, seriously. I thought you're about 55. Because that's why I asked you what was the senior discount.
No, I should ask for it more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was born a week before my sister's first birthday.
Hmm.
So there's 1 week of the year that we're the same age, sort of like Irish twins.
Ooh, that's awesome.
But
Oh,
both of our birthdays are in December.
yeah.
So, two birthdays right together just before Christmas.
Oh, wow.
I think I was 25 before I ever had a birthday party, and it wasn't from my family, I'll tell you that.
Mhm. Wow.
No, I was, yeah, 25. Yeah, 25. Yeah, it was interesting, um, but it was fun. And they set it up as a surprise party, and I didn't know what was going on, and I almost walked away
Uh-oh.
because I was supposed to walk into this. I was in school at the time. I was supposed to walk into this practice room, and they had, a cake and stuff, uh, and I was supposed to go, follow my friend into the practice room, and she like walked in the door, closed the door in my face. I was gonna walk away,
Uh-oh.
um, but at the time, I had no pride, so I just walked into the room, and they were going surprise, and it
Yeah.
was lovely. Yeah.
Oh, it's just my two sons have birthdays the same week.
Oh, Lorna thought I was younger. I love you, Lorna.
See, I did too. You didn't say that to me after I said I thought you was 55. See, there you
Well, you already
go.
know that I love you.
Uh-huh. Uh, she's Nancy says she's got two sons, has birthdays in the same week.
But they're 3
Oh,
years
3 years
apart,
apart.
yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
Wow.
Nancy, don't you have another grandchild on the way in March or April?
Oh,
'Cause I
yeah.
know you've been enjoying the one who's there in Florida with you, but if I recall correctly, your son in who's still in New York
Oh,
is expecting.
yeah. What is it? Another boy or is it a little girl? Little
Uh,
girl, little boy.
due in April.
Woo!
Yeah, her recent grandchild, must
Uh-huh.
be 6 months
Little boy.
old now,
Yeah.
is a boy.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I think I'm not sure if this one's gonna be a boy. I think it's gonna be a boy, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Another boy.
another boy, yeah.
That's I thought. Oh, that's okay. We love boys.
I sure do. As long as they're legal.
He's 7 months old now.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
he's crawling and everything.
Oh,
I'm
he's
going to
trouble,
pop
isn't he?
out now. Take care. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm glad you were here, Delphine. Actually, hey, Julie! Oh my gosh!
Hey, Julie. Oh yeah.
Mm, wow.
I can't read that one. Oh, read. See my poems.
Nancy's life is full of blessings.
And then it's going up.
Ah! Well, Julie, I might make you spill something if I make you laugh. And that's what I'm here for. So, anyway.
Niecy, is there a reason why you want to rush to get your project done?
I sometimes do that. It's like I'm so close to finishing it and I'm so tired of this. Let me just get it done.
I mean, yeah, I do it the same thing too, but
Yeah. I mean, I do that
I
sometimes
put
with
it down and do something else for a while.
I've
'Cause
done that too, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's why I got several of them going.
Yep, there's that.
Mhm.
No, I just have no attention span. That's why I have several things going at once.
I just got a few. I mean, I don't have a whole bunch. Yeah, one
Nancy
thing
works
at
on
a
one
time.
thing at a time. Yeah, that's
I want to do that, but my
I
mind
don't think that day will ever come for me.
no, me neither. I wanna do it, but my mind tells me no. It goes, "You can do that. Get that yarn and start this." Oh my god.
And I keep getting new ideas, and
Mhm.
I don't have time to do all of them because I have to complete something I'm working on now.
There's oh, yeah.
I've gotten to the point where, honestly, I would much rather do my own designs and patterns than do other people's patterns.
Mhm.
And that says nothing about the other people's patterns. It's just that I get bored. I get bored with my own patterns if I do it a second or third time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to do something new.
Mhm.
So that's my undiagnosed ADD, I guess.
Well, like when like Crystal's, from Bag O' Day, one of her patterns for her sweaters,
Hmm.
it's like the granny stitch. Well, on one sweater, I didn't make it granny stitch. I made it like a fan, like the shell.
Hmm.
So I made like 4. I think it's 4 in a row. It looks real good. I ain't finished it yet.
You should
But
write that down.
I don't know if can you do that?
I've done that.
Okay, because she made the she practically told me how to make a sweater, and now you can put it in any stitch.
One of my patterns was inspired by one of hers. She did a granny square pullover, and
Uh-huh,
I did a cardigan with patterns or with squares.
uh-huh,
And it's the one that I always brag about that I made with $17 of Premier, or rather Dollar Tree Premier yarn.
mhm,
Um, um, and I love that sweater. I love to wear it. I always get compliments. And I think that, well, Crystal has always been very good to me.
mhm.
Um, and very supportive, even before I ever had a channel. She was always encouraging. Um, so, yeah, and she didn't have any objection to that at all. Hey, Janet.
Hi, Janet. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, cold in Western New York.
Ooh, really cold.
Oh, bet. I used to spend part of my summers up in Cooperstown. I
Mhm.
loved it up there, which is sort of north central New York. This is my gesture for north central New York. But yeah, Cooperstown is just glorious in the summer, but I don't know um, about being there in the winter because it's hilly and it could get snowy and icy, I'm sure. And I've never had a four-wheel drive. I had one car that was all-wheel drive. I didn't go looking for it, but the car that I chose happened to have it.
Mhm.
I don't care. Didn't make a difference to me.
Oh.
Not in my daily driving requirements.
Mm.
It actually took more gas than
Regular.
a yeah.
Mm.
So, oh yeah, and one for Mahler. That's a song reference if anybody wants to know. But because all of life is a song cue, remember. Anyway, we have been on for almost an hour and a half. We used to leave promptly at 3, but that was when Brenda the Newbie Crocheter was going live at 3 on Tuesdays. Um, I haven't seen her lately. I know she's been sick.
Because she
I
told me I could go on live at 3 if I wanted to, because I was trying to
Mhm,
find a second that day. But right
mhm.
now, I'm okay right now. But if I have to, I will. But right now, I'm okay to do 1 live a week.
I like doing lives. I
Mhm.
I think they're fun when there's participation.
Right.
Um, if I'm like just blathering, which I can do, believe you me, I can do. It's not as much fun, but like when I have someone like you up, or I often have other people up. That's fun. If I have a lot of participation in the chat, that's fun. And frankly, I don't edit the lives.
Oh,
The
I don't edit.
pre-recorded things I do.
Oh, people edit. I don't edit nothing. Just you just take me as I am. Like I did a
Well,
video today,
yeah,
I didn't edit nothing.
the conversations, the pre-recorded things that I do,
Mhm.
especially the conversations,
Yeah.
because sometimes when I do those conversations, I start talking about myself too much, and I do try to edit that out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Or there are a lot of ums and ers and that sort of thing, and I try to minimize those. And for those, I also want to slap on an intro and an outro, that sort of thing. But otherwise, I don't do a lot of editing. I'm getting better at editing. I'm learning as I go along, but I
Mhm.
don't really. I wouldn't call it my long suit. Um, People are asking whether you can edit lives. Only if you download them, and then you can edit them as a video file, and then you have to upload them again. Otherwise, I don't bother.
No.
So yeah, and I keep the conversation clean. I keep it to non-sensational topics. Although
Hey,
sometimes we
Janet.
get.
Sorry.
Oh,
I was thinking Janet.
oh, she loves your hair. She's a ginger. Hey, gingers.
Mhm.
Um, Back when I had hair, I was considered a ginger bear. Um, you just don't see any color anymore. But anyway, yeah, yeah, I don't edit lives. Why bother? Um,
Nope.
Now I've had yeah, Lorna, I agree. She says it's too much work to edit a live. Yeah. The things that I usually pre-record are the Sunday readings and the um I always the conversations, the and sometimes whenever I do a tutorial, which is not very often lately, but I want to do more. Um that's when I want to edit, because there's going to be stuff that I want to just delete. Hey, Trudy.
Hi, Trudy.
Nisi says that lives leave her feeling exhausted. Sometimes they do, especially if I do a marathon. Oh my gosh. I mean, we're talking about it, but I just don't recommend trying to edit a live.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you can try to control it, and I hope that I've gotten better over the past year at controlling, where the conversation goes and how people behave. Um, but other than that, um, you just can't control it. And a good thing about lives is that they're monetized immediately, whereas recorded ones, it takes a long time to qualify for, what do they call it? Super thanks, which is the equivalent of a super chat, but for a pre-recorded video. I don't qualify for that yet,
I don't
but
either. I don't qualify for that. It says it's coming. I don't see it.
well, yeah, and
That's
it's one
what's
of
that.
those things that's a Google. Well, it's not exclusively Google, so I shouldn't really criticize them. All hail the gods of Google, but um, it's one of those things where they say that you will qualify for it soon, but they don't tell you what you have to do to qualify for it.
Right. Right.
It's like if there's some kind of a complaint, they'll tell you there was a complaint, and you ask what the complaint was, they'll send you a list of the rules.
Mhm.
And I'm going, that doesn't answer my question. What was the
Right.
complaint? They'll send you the list of the rules.
Because
And
I
they
know
don't tell you which rule you've broken, or
no,
that someone says you've broken. You don't even know whether you've broken it or not.
'cause I know 2 people that has it. At 2 people that I know of right now has it.
Where
The super things.
oh, super thanks.
Mhm.
I know that Fiber Spider has them, but he's huge.
Yeah, but these are just, with us.
Um, I don't know what I have to do
I don't either.
to get it, and it's Trudy. We're putting Trudy to sleep apparently. Um,
You ready to go to sleep. Oh my goodness.
but
Uh,
I don't know, and it's funny also with subs, people are afraid to say they're afraid to say the word subscriber or subscribe,
subscribe, yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes I
or
forget
I don't
sometimes.
worry about it that much. I mean, Nightbot does the reminder,
Yeah, that's what
um,
yeah, mine does.
and I try to remind people to do the thumbs
Yeah.
and that sort of thing, and always at the close, I say to like, subscribe, comment, share. Um, but it's funny. Last week, I gained and lost within a week 50, 50, over 50, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
Trudy, I forgot you're in South Africa.
We would
Lorna, oh, that's a horrible thing. They will never tell you.
no.
That's like with the guy who was still is impersonating me on Instagram. I
Mhm.
reported him, and what I heard back from Instagram was that they could not determine that he had violated community standards in any way, and I'm going, impersonating me and stealing my pictures is not violating community standards or breaking the rules? Apparently not. And he's trying to scam people out of money. Someone
See,
sent me a screen. At first, I was sort of amused and a little bit flattered, but then someone sent me a screenshot of his attempt at scamming her out of money.
oh my word, ain't that awful? Oh, good grief.
And that really infuriated me. But what can I do? I mean, I myself blocked him, so I can't access him to report him again.
Mhm. Mm, well, if we just have to block him if we come across him.
Well, that's why I'm encouraging people to report
Yeah,
him.
turn him in.
And I only have 2 Instagram channels. One of them is called Bearded Yarn Dudes, which
Mhm,
should surprise no one. The
mhm.
other one is called Tamino File, which started because of my opera blog, which is called Tamino File. Tamino was the lead tenor role in The Magic Flute and the very first the very first opera role I ever sang. So, um, those are the only two. If you see somebody, oh, if somebody approaches you on Instagram with a name that includes my name plus a numeral, then it's not me. He did choose some flattering pictures to steal, though. I will say that. I mean, I look good in his profile.
Yeah. You're right, Niecy.
Yeah.
She's right.
I mean, it's, I don't know. It's all a game to some people.
Yeah, YouTube ain't nothing but games, and I'm not here to play games.
No. I mean, it took me a while to find a balance. Because at one time I was mirroring the behavior who were saying, this is my job. I need you to support me.
Mm-hmm.
And that affected my motivation and my attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And it also affected the people who watch me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think, I think that when I finally, I have a really good friend who is very good at guiding me in this way.
Mm-hmm.
When I started looking at this as more of a vocation or a calling than a job. I mean, and she's always asking me, what is it that I have to say? And I think, what can I say with my voice?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think the answer is the same every day. And I think it is an evolving thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's I think that's a better way for me personally to approach this.
Mm-hmm.
I can't look at this as a business, even though I make a few cents out of it, very few, um, because that makes me cynical, and God knows I don't need to be any more cynical. Um, oh, Janet, um, the way the fundraiser works for the Alicia Shawl, all you have to do is buy the pattern. If you buy every sale of that particular pattern, I think it's between December 15th and January 31st. I donate a hefty portion of the sales to the fundraising cause. And I think that if you want to use any of the yarns that they are suggesting, because they've got some really beautiful hand dyed yarns, but you could use any yarn that you want. I've done it quite a few times with Lion Brand Mandala. Um, but if you use any of the yarns, they also will donate part of the proceeds to the fundraising cause, which is my friend Gary Boston does a tremendous amount of fundraising for AIDS-related causes. Um, they're both in the research area and the social services area. Um, and for people who already own the Alicia Shawl pattern, but still want to donate in some way, I think there's a link at the Ravelry group where you can do that as well. So thank you for mentioning that, Janet. Oh, Nisi. Nisi, I didn't realize that you were on the autism spectrum. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have no social life at all without this channel.
Oh my goodness.
without the yarn community. Even if I didn't have a channel, without the yarn community,
Mhm.
um, it's just amazing. I remember, um, before I got very involved with the community,
Mhm.
um, I was faithfully watching Crystal Bag a Day and Fiber Spider, and occasionally interacting when Crystal went live. I can't do that now because of 7,000
Mhm.
people in a live stream. Who can?
Mhm.
I just can't even watch it because it moves so fast. But but there was one time after I had been sick and not really on the computer at all for a while. And when I came back and I said hi in a live stream, she said she had noticed my absence. I wondered where I had gone. That
It makes you feel good because she knows you're yeah. I know.
she was honestly, as soon as I got monetized, she was the first one to give me a super chat too.
Oh.
So it was. I mean, she's. That's why I say she's always been so lovely to me. And when I was telling a story about the I had been away and came back, that was before I ever had a channel. I was still thinking about it and didn't know how to go about it. And had mentioned it, and she just basically was like saying, "Just go for it,"
Yeah.
which is really that's what I would say to people too. Just go for it.
Yeah, that's what I did. I just went for it and was scared to death. Yeah.
It takes practice.
Okay, after you get one video done and you do more, then you get more comfortable. But
Exactly.
lives, it took me a long time to do lives. And I was thinking, I ain't doing another one. I said, no way.
I was fortunate. I was guest on some other people's lives before I ever did one of my own,
Oh,
and that helped out. Um, and then I don't remember the first time I went live.
no,
Um,
I've got my very first one. I'm thinking, oh my goodness.
I could find it, yeah, but
You just, I was so awful. It was awful.
oh, my very first recorded video, I deleted. Um, honestly, it was the first one that I kept was in October of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But the first one I posted, recorded and posted
Hmm.
was in April of that year. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was pretty sick, and it wasn't very long after that that I wound up in the hospital.
Hmm.
And then I go back to it, and I wound up deleting it. I should have just muted it or something rather than deleting it, because God only knows where it is now. It's probably gone to live with Jesus. But it was not pretty. But the theme of that one was, does the world need another crochet channel? And my answer was, let's find out.
That's a good question. Yes, we do.
Oh, Janet, thank you so much. Oh gosh.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You know how I am. At the drop of a hat.
It's, oh,
Mm. Oh gosh. Wow. And the 80s, it was still new.
Mm.
Nobody knew anything.
No. Mm.
I mean, it's still there. There are still new diagnoses every day.
But
And we now call it a manageable disease, but
it
people are still dying.
right. But back then they
It was a death sentence.
yeah. Now maybe they'll find a cure for it. Hopefully.
Now, I stay away from any sort of news of any kind, but I did hear something
Uh-huh.
about
Uh-huh.
some talk about. Well, they're always doing some sort of research about vaccines,
Yeah.
and they might have made progress.
Mm.
So that sounds hopeful.
Okay.
Oh, and look, there's the link from Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot.
Oh, cool. I have to go check that out. I don't know. I think I've got the Alicia pattern. I
There's,
have to go check it out.
yeah,
I
you
think I do.
you probably do because I think you've even shown me an example where you made it. I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure either. 'Cause- Is it the circular?
No,
Okay, that I don't have it then.
okay.
Uh,
It's so easy though.
I'm gonna. Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and actually, it's appropriate for any skill level of crocheter too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's 3:47, and we started at 2 o'clock. It's been fun, but we should probably call it a day. Oh, come on.
Oh,
So, because I actually I want more food.
okay. Yeah, I think my husband cooked a pizza, so I'm gonna go in there and see.
Oh, pizza! Yum, 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 yum,
Yeah,
yum.
he cooked
Oh,
it from scratch this time. Everything, the crust,
was
everything.
it a Hawaiian pizza? Did he
I
need it
know
at
it's
low
not.
hot temperature? Ah, ah,
No,
ah, 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 ah.
I don't think it was Hawaiian.
Oh, that is such a matter of debate whether pineapple belongs on a pizza.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Honestly, I like a Hawaiian pizza with ham and pineapple.
Ham, yes. Pineapple, no.
That's the only combination where I like the pineapple, though. I mean, there are some things that just don't belong on a pizza. Oh, Nisi is having
Butterfly Shawl?
taco nights.
Oh, where's oh, tacos tonight. Ooh.
Oh, Nisi, I never block anything.
I haven't blocked anything
No,
yet.
blocking. Ooh, who wants to do that?
That sounds very hard and too much time.
Honestly, I did do it once with it. You have to do it with expensive yarn,
I'm not
but with the kind of acrylic yarn that I can afford, it's not necessary.
Canadian bacon. Oh, and pineapple. Ooh.
Canadian bacon and ham are sort of synonymous.
Is it the same? They ain't the same. Is it?
Well, Canadian bacon is like a specific
Yeah.
cut
Yeah.
that is preserved in the same way that ham is, if I understand correctly.
Okay.
It's like a pork loin.
Oh, it's good.
Um, I like it very much.
Mhm.
Oh, Janet, stop making me cry.
Oh, looks like Patrick Swayze. Oh man.
He's gone too.
Uh-huh.
That was cancer, right?
Yeah. He had pancreatic cancer. I think he had pancreas. I think he did.
And Michael Landon had prostate cancer? I don't know why I confused the two, at least
I
in
don't
terms of
know.
cause of death. I
I
know they
know.
both died of some sort of cancer.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze had pancreatic cancer, and no, Bob Saget died. I don't know how he died. He
Uh,
was just found
yeah,
heart attack, maybe.
there are some reports on YouTube about it. I have not looked at them. I can't.
No, I can't. I don't
Um,
really know.
I'm still crying over Betty White.
Oh yeah, no. Oh man, she's my favorite.
That reminds me, next Monday, the 17th, would have been her 100th birthday.
I know
We
it.
all know that she was a huge advocate for every kind of animal related cause you can think
Uh-huh.
of. A lot of people are doing fundraisers for pet rescue organizations to honor
Mhm.
her. I'm going to launch a project. Basically, it's a formalized project for having to do with a suggestion I've been making for some time now about just creating sweaters and blankets for pet rescue organizations. And I'm going to make it, I need to draw up some of the terms and stuff, but I'm probably going to make it a year long. Um, be, and I need to come up with a name for it. But I have been in communication with one pet rescue organization where I'm a supporter. I've been watching their YouTube videos for years and years and years. And I have their permission to include them as a reference in my
Mhm.
thing. But I would also encourage people to find pet rescue organizations near them because it's something that is needed.
Mhm.
And, you know, um, there's
Mhm.
so many things that we could do. And think of all the, I have a ton of acrylic yarn, and I'm not as crazy about budget yarn as I once was, but it's perfect for dog sweaters because it's washable.
Mhm.
Um, so that's my intention. I don't know how many I'll do because I'm also doing Hat Not Hate again. Plus,
Um,
trying to do new designs and things, and
um,
write, and publish, and God only knows what else. So
you're gonna be busy.
I'm such a lazy person. How can I do all of this that I have that I say I want to do?
Need to get a secretary.
I know. Gosh. I honestly, I would get my sister to piece together all of the things,
Mhm.
all of the pieces when I do something because that's my least favorite part.
Uh-huh.
But she's always doing cross stitch, and she's very good at that. You know,
Uh-huh.
I do the crochet, she does the cross stitch. Neither one of us knits, and I'm still okay with that. But anyway, I started to leave a minute ago, and then we got distracted.
Whoops.
We call that a Minnesota farewell.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I
I do
spent
that all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I spent a good part of my childhood in Minnesota.
Mhm.
Anyway, I'm so glad you were here. It's always lovely to see you, and I'm so glad
I
that
see.
everybody else was here. And as always, like, subscribe, comment, share, all the standard YouTube crap, and keep coming back. Okay, I'm gonna click end
Bye.
broadcast now.
Bye.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.